And now, live from Pod Cabin in Burbank, California, it's the Allison Rosen is Your New Best Friend show. Tonight, Allison welcomes her guests. He's a producer, songwriter, composer, and co-host of the podcast Nobody's Listening Right and Beth's Dead. It's Andy Rosen. And she's a writer, actress, and co-host of the podcast Nobody's Listening Right and Beth's Dead. It's Elizabeth Laime. Pete, the retailer, is here with advice he would have given Trump on a cheaper solution for when you need more ballroom. I'm her husband, Daniel, saying hop on board the love bus and say hello to your new best friend, Allison Rosen.
Allison Rosen. Allison Rosen is your new best friend. Allison, with her the good times never end. Allison Rosen, doing the wavy pencil dance again. Allison Rosen, Allison's your new best friend.
Hello, my little chow mein crispy noodles. Welcome to another exciting episode of Allison Rosen is Your New Best Friend. That particular crunchy carbohydrate was sent in on Patreon by Vanessa Rose. Yes, I am on Patreon. All sorts of fun stuff over there. You can get episodes of my bonus Patreon-only podcast, Friend Zone. And boy, is it juicy. I am legally required to keep it behind a paywall. They will come after me and put me in jail, Daniel. If they hear what's on there, if that goes in front of the paywall, I will be going straight to jail. And then also, there's a level where you can text me, and I'll text you back, and I do a daily text update, and that also is lurid and steamy. It's erotic and sensual, but mostly it's just my unadulterated thoughts about
Fish.
my fish and my family members who, God, I hope they never sign up. So if you're, you can also submit carbohydrates and more. And if you're going to sign up for that, which I hope you will, do an annual subscription and get 2 months free.
That's a good deal.
Also, I'm on Substack, and it is
Substack.
Just another avenue of more stuff that you are clamoring to find out about. AllisonRosen.substack.com. Again, I'm on Substack. There we go. All right. I am so delighted to welcome back to the show my guest who strangely, in just a stroke of magic, pure magic, we're on like exactly 1 year ago.
Really?
Isn't that crazy?
No
It's
kidding.
Elizabeth Laime.
Hi.
And Andy Rosen, no relation.
We're back.
Yeah, isn't that nuts? It was, well, my website says November 20th, but I typically upload like the late at night before. So it was the November 21st episode. This will air November 20th. What is up with that?
Wow. Should we make this an annual thing?
Yes. I mean,
can just watch us age gracefully or not gracefully.
I think so. An annual appearance, but I might have to bug you to come on more often. But at the very least, annual.
Well, I love that. This is an honor, and it is wild to think it's been
a year
that long.
I know.
This year's gone by, even though it's been a hellscape in so many ways. Yeah. It's gone by so fast.
It's crazy.
I know.
Just nice when hell goes by fast.
Just moments ago, you were bringing the wrong kind of paint thinner, or what were you bringing to your oil painting class?
Oh,
you brought a jug of the wrong oil.
Wow,
that was a year ago.
It was. Yes, you're exactly right. Great memory. Yeah, I brought grapeseed oil that was not the right kind, and oh boy, was I so embarrassed.
I'm surprised you. That's why it took you a year to come back.
Well, she doesn't even oil paint anymore.
Oh my God! Oh, because you were such a laughing stock. Yeah. Hello, Daniel.
Hi.
Welcome to the show.
Thanks.
It's been more recent than a year since I've seen you.
Unfortunately,
I saw you just moments ago.
Yeah.
You guys okay? You guys okay?
Oh yes. We're good.
We drove to get our car serviced, which is...
We have adventures.
If there's something I hate more than anything, it's anything related to cars. I hate having to deal with them. I feel betrayed. It's always... Anyway, you know what? Enough of that. Hello, Pete, the retailer.
Hello.
Filling in for Tony. Hello.
Thanks. Hi. Yes, I'm filling in for Tony, which is, every once in a while, I like to kind of show up and be Tony. Fake Tony. You can call me Fake Tony. How about that?
All right. Fake Tony.
All right.
Is it always in public?
Yeah. Every once in a while, we have a little private Fake Tony party.
Okay, all right.
Well, are you suggesting that like you were getting out of the shower and there's Pete? He's like, I am Fake Tony. Or do you mean
Tony
like...
doesn't do that.
Right. Only things that Tony would normally do.
I'm just saying Pete may be at home when...
Like
no one's
sometimes I'll
around.
just like hang out
Oh,
on
I
his porch
see.
and like get his DoorDash and be like, yes,
Yeah.
I'm Tony, and then run off. You know,
Right.
that
Keep
kind
his
of a
shoes
thing.
on inside.
Yeah. Is that what I'm? Was that a no-no? Should I not be wearing my shoes right now?
Oh no, it's not that. It's that
Okay.
Tony. Oh, this makes me question how well you know
Tony does not
Mm.
take his shoes off.
Tony
Ever.
takes a shower. He takes them off to shower like a human
But then,
being.
Right.
but then he
And
puts
then
them
he
on
gets dressed
as
and,
he's
like-
getting out of the shower.
He's always shod inside his house, which is nuts to me. Not because I'm like not because I'm a person who doesn't wear shoes inside or a germaphobe, even though I wish we had installed that years ago, because I feel like it keeps your carpet better if you have carpets or rugs. But no, just because it's like, that sounds so uncomfortable.
Well, it's also,
So
and I
formal.
hate to throw Tony under the bus here,
Sure.
but
He's
fake
He's not
Tony,
here.
so
He's
fuck
not
him.
here. Yeah.
that sounds like a fungal nightmare. Like
Yep.
to have put your warm,
Yes.
freshly showered feet directly. Now we just went
no,
through.
I was kidding about that.
Oh,
But he relaxes in his shoes in his house, is what you're saying.
No, I mean, I don't think he steps
No,
out.
I don't think he's
he
like
puts his
immediately in his shoes.
wet-
Or maybe he is. I don't know.
No,
we don't actually know.
He dries off.
He dries
but then
off.
he goes straight to clothes
Straight
and
to
shoes.
shoes.
it's
Yeah.
like for women. I mean, do you sleep in underwear?
fuck no. You gotta let it breathe.
You gotta let it breathe.
gotta let it breathe.
Oh man, women who are wearing underwear to bed. I
But you
want
wear
to.
pajamas.
Yes,
Yeah, but-
it's very different.
Yeah, I mean, unless you've got like skin tight pajamas.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
You're- What were you? But you started saying. What did you just go through?
I
a
want to
yeast
intervene.
situation or
No,
something?
oh no, I never do because I keep it loose
Yeah.
and breezy.
Do you know that some women don't wear underwear like at all? They just don't wear it at all, which that also seems. Oh, what's?
That's wild.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, bareback and jeans, right?
Yeah.
You need a balance there.
It seems uncomfortable and it
Yeah.
seems like messy. Honestly,
A little unhygienic.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a gaping hole to your insides. Like your guts are up in there, and they're there, and sometimes guts ooze and things like that
Yeah.
happen, and
Right. You need a
guts bleed.
You need a thin piece of fabric as an ooze
Do
catcher.
they not wear underwear on their cycle?
I don't know.
Okay, we should get to the bottom
I
of
hope
this.
not, because if you do, then what are you doing? You're just kidding yourself. Like either go one way or the other.
Right.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Like, but I do when I'm on my cycle. That makes no sense to me.
Then you're just doing
I have
it
no
for
respect
Like
for
you're-
you. I
you're
can
a hip-
I
you're
can
a
respect you
hypocrite.
if you go one way or the other.
Yeah.
Nothing in between.
Fully commit.
Yeah.
I was raised shoes all the time in the house,
Yeah.
and it took
Thank
me
you
a
for
while to
bringing
get
us
out
back.
of it. I wanted to rescue it. Just,
Well, I thought for a second when he said I was raised, I was like, ooh, where is this
I was-
going?
I was
Underwear
raised
lies, yeah.
wearing
I was-
underwear on
didn't
my
wear
cycle.
pants. Didn't wear
Free
underwear.
bled.
I was too, but Pete, where did you grow up?
Long Island.
Yeah, and Tony's on the East Coast as well, right? Where it's cold and muddy, and I just feel like in
you're-
those kinds of climates, wouldn't you be the other way? Wouldn't you be used to taking those shoes off? But
Yeah. Good point.
You would think.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just if I'm gonna relax in my house, I do not have shoes on. Shoes for me are like, and especially now that I live a lifestyle where I leave the house, twice a week. Shoes are like a I'm getting ready to go kind of situation, or I
I-
just got home.
Yeah, I mean, I have I've become a slip-on guy.
Oh, Andy's
Because
got some
I-
clogs he rocks by the door.
Well, yeah, it's
They're not for inside though. They're for outside.
That's right.
I'm sorry.
enough.
You wear clogs?
Yeah. Just like from
The defensiveness
we have a
of
similar
that answer.
situation as you
Very
guys, right?
defensive.
Okay.
And so from the house to here, I
just
put
want
on the clogs.
slip in.
What kind of
clog,
clogs are we
clog.
talking about?
Oh,
Like Dance Co?
No, they're great. I think it's
They have paintings of
Halfinger.
tulips on them.
Yeah.
They're like a
full wooden clogs.
No, they're like
They're
wool,
gray felt.
but they're they're like a big thing. Halfinger or something like that. Halfinger,
But not
I
Tommy.
love them. No, they're great.
That
I would like to wear them out in the world.
Why don't you?
Okay.
She doesn't think it's a good idea because then they'll get a level of dirty
Oh, I
that's
see.
different.
I
I don't
see.
think
and it's missing the whole point.
But is it?
Yeah.
Elizabeth,
Because I
feel
use them to
like
go
this
outside
is-
anyways.
I feel like he is one step from figuring out what the ruse, which is. Now I've offended both of you.
No.
Okay.
No, I'm curious.
I know what you're going to say, and you might be onto something.
You can just buy another pair, and then you have one pair to.
You think she
befoul.
doesn't want me out in public in the clogs? I would love to wear these
Yeah,
to
I'll own
take the
that.
kids to school. It would be
Oh,
so
God.
nice.
I mean, I shouldn't talk the stuff I wear to take the kids to school, but you have like a certain rep to uphold at our school.
I can pull off that rep with
No,
the
you
clogs.
can't.
As
It
what?
might
What's your rep?
solidify it even more. I'm just like
Mysterious
not very
producer?
approachable and not very friendly to other
And
parents.
you think the clogs are too much of an icebreaker?
No, that's
Yes,
what I'm saying. I
it
think
shows a
I think it would
weakness.
only
No.
enhance my.
It might give people something to
Mystique.
talk about. They're like, oh, hey, clogs. And then you
Yeah.
have a whole social
Yeah.
situation that you might not be ready
There
for.
is this
a
group
great
of
point.
dads that like.
the coffee dads.
Oh my God, they're there like an hour and a half
They're really
after drop off. They're still sitting
Daniel,
out there.
are you like
Do they
vibrating with relating? Because Daniel also has a lot of thoughts about the other parents.
No, well,
At the
I have a
school.
lot of thoughts. I'm not sure our situation is the same. The dads that hang afterwards are all like,
Unfriendly sports guys.
yeah.
Ours
are
like
hipster-
coffee dads, and
But
they're
their
very
kids are
friendly.
younger than our kids.
Yeah, I
Well,
think
one or two of them. That's not true.
I'm just saying.
They skew younger.
I could be in the group if I wanted to. That's all I'm saying.
I actually
Oh,
really
yeah, they would
want
be
you
happy to have you.
I want you to.
I don't. It's not my. No.
I want you to at
I
least
get
just,
angry when I see them that
Why?
long after school. What are you doing? You're standing there for an
what
hour.
do they do?
Do you know
do you know what
how-
they do?
I have no idea.
Do you mean while they're?
No, like,
No, like-
why why do they have so much time?
Oh, it's like I feel like a lot of like
It's LA.
music and I don't know, content creators or something like that.
They're
But
influencers.
Andy,
So maybe some NFT talk every once in a while.
I want you to feel like I want me to feel like you could get in. I'm not sure that you can. And by the way, I admire it. I think that they like this is a highlight of their day. They get to take their kids to school. I think it's great to see
social
dads active at the school in front of it,
Active doing what? Just talking?
talking and having some
Some bro
pour
time.
over cold brew or something, the shit that they made at home, and that they're talking to each other
wait, are they
about
drinking their own
beans.
coffee?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
have their own
yeah.
coffees. I think they're talking a lot about beans and origins and,
See, I feel like their
Arabica.
conversation would be like mind numbing.
Yeah.
They're talking shop.
I would trade their conversation for the conversation around our school.
Which is
All Dodgers, only Dodgers ever.
It is interesting how different the neighborhoods
Yeah.
can be.
Ours is much more, I think, of a. Well, we do have a lot of industry people, but weirdly,
Are you in public school?
yeah.
So
but
are we.
But they're very. There's like a working class. It's like working class industry.
Sure.
So
Below the
it's
line.
like below the line. It's not. I don't know. It's weird. There are a lot of like animators and writers and stuff there too. But these guys are not those guys. Like I think one might be a fireman. One
Oh, that's cool.
like they're working
What's he
class
look like?
type. I would rather not say on air.
I would love to be hanging out with the firefighter guy.
I know.
That's who
They're not
Andy
friendly,
would flock
and they're
to.
not friendly, and I don't care about baseball.
I don't care about baseball either.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't want to talk about baseball.
Daniel went on a jag about one of the guys on the show, and then we were driving through town, and Daniel hit me, and he's like, "There he is, the unfriendly guy."
By the way, you guys, is this not getting back to? I mean, we are so careful because we have been burned so many times on our show.
Our comeuppance is coming, I'm sure.
I
Yours
don't
is
think
coming.
these people know who we are or what we do.
We spoke about someone very vaguely in a class that I was in, and it got back to them.
Really?
And like, I didn't even know this person's name,
Oh wow.
and they were not happy.
What did they say?
Well, I can't get into specifics
Okay.
because we'll just
Let's
relive
just
the whole thing.
say
Did they-
we hurt someone's feelings.
I
pretty
that-
big.
Oh, I hate
And
that.
it wasn't, by the way, it wasn't being mean spirited intentionally, and it wasn't like breaking them down for anything like that I could see or
Yeah.
sense. It was actually more talking about myself and this person being.
Well, it always is.
Yes, it always is when it comes to me. I'm just kidding.
No, we're always talking
Yes.
about you too.
And I love that about you.
So perhaps you can or can't answer. It's definitely one or the other. Can or can't answer this. Did they come to you, or it got back to you that feelings had been hurt?
No, they came to us.
They slid into the DMs.
Oh.
In a way that almost seemed, when Elizabeth first mentioned it to me, I was like, this is a troll, someone listening to the podcast.
Right.
It would
Like,
almost be
I'm that
funny if they
person.
were like that. And then we're like reading it, and we're like, oh, wow, it is that person.
Well-
But we've had that happen a bunch of times. But this was a very memorable one because it hurt the person's feelings.
Yeah.
I am like,
So
it is
just
like
know.
shocking that this hasn't happened.
I-
But it
see,
probably has is the thing.
Yeah,
and you just
I'm
don't know
That's
it.
what I'm saying,
okay.
yeah.
There's nothing that I say about anybody that I wouldn't mind them hearing.
Oh, there's tons of stuff that I say.
Well, that's you.
See,
But
good
for me,
you.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I will talk shit about these guys, and if it came back to them, it'd be like, well, then you should be friendlier.
See, I think
That's not my problem. You guys are the ones that are being jerks.
I think you feel rejected.
I think of firefighters
Well, I
as
feel like-
friendly for some reason.
the firefighter is not in this group.
there is a
Like that was a side note.
there is I call them blue collar, but it's a LA thing, which is they have that, like, because the one that I talked about, he's an actor.
Chip on his shoulder.
Actor.
Oh man,
and
now you're
he-
getting fucking.
And it's this thing of like,
blow.
it's this thing of like, you only experience it in LA, which is when someone's talking to you and then they're just like, they're looking around.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, I can't be
Classic.
fucking bothered. And it's like, oh, I'm sitting here trying.
Yep.
And you're at the school, motherfucker. Like, what are you looking for? Who's coming?
Yeah.
Right.
That
You know, the
firefighter.
principal. Who's the big
Who's the big
person
cheese?
you got to
Yeah.
schmooze around
Right,
here? You know, we're waiting
principal.
for kids to get like, shut the fuck up.
But back to what we were talking about earlier, Andy.
Yeah.
I think you could pull off the clogs.
I know I could. Yeah, I'm not worried about that.
I want you to now. Unless
So
Elizabeth
she's saying you
doesn't
look
want
like
you
a
to.
Clogs guy.
No, I'm just saying.
I don't even think you're envisioning them as what they are.
Are they just like slip-ons?
Based on what do you think she's not envisioning?
No, I actually
right?
think we're having a Rosen moment.
Yeah, we just. I think.
And
I understand.
It has
her.
occurred to me. It's occurred to me that what I'm envisioning, which was what I wore, like my first couple years of college. This was my look. This was the
Clogs?
Dansko.
They weren't Dansko brand. I think they were actually like Guess brand.
What's Dansko?
It's
Those
a
are
very
like-
comfortable, very cloggy clog.
But like a nurse might wear a Dansko, or
His
someone who's
are
on
more
their
like
feet.
Birkenstocks that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes. So it occurred to me that I'm picturing a more traditional clunky clog, and this might just be like a slip-on shoe.
You're
It's not a
correct. Sorry,
shoe.
I just drank.
I wouldn't say.
It's not a shoe.
shoe.
I wouldn't call it a shoe.
It's a foot covering.
But
What is it?
Is are all foot covering shoes?
Unless they're
slippers,
socks.
boots.
Well, this is a great question. Do you
Are boots
consider
a type of
boots
shoe?
shoes? I do.
I do.
I don't. I
It
consider
depends
them
on where you're
boots.
from. You're from Idaho, so it's important to know if you're talking about shoes or boots.
Yeah, you're from Idaho. All bets are off.
All boots. Are
You
off.
Idahoans.
are off.
It's still wild to me that Rosens are in Idaho.
There's only listen. So my
Only Jews in Idaho.
we had to go to the synagogue in Boise recently, and
His
the
dad
lady,
passed away.
my dad
I'm
passed
so
away,
sorry.
and so we find the synagogue, and the rabbi was like, she made a really funny joke, like, "I'm the only show in town," like, because there's only a
It's
couple.
me or no one
Yeah.
else. She was
Yeah.
wonderful.
Are Crocs clogs?
Are Crocs clogs? I think
If you
they
have
could
the
be.
strap forward, it is.
Oh,
if you have it back,
yes.
it's not.
It's a convertible clog.
It is a convertible
Oh
clog.
my god!
Oh yeah, and these have no back. This is happening.
So
very
clog is
slowly.
closed toe with no back. Is that a clog?
painful.
I think
I'm
so.
picturing like an almost flannel looking sort of thing. I think I have the
It's
shoe in my
wool.
mind.
It's
Yes,
wool.
of course it
It's
is.
got the wool fuzzy interior.
This is like an out like
They're really classy.
like you could have a walking stick and a backpack. when
Yeah.
you're wearing
Yes.
these. I know
yes,
these. I know
yes,
these shoes.
Yes.
These,
Nicola.
yes.
My internet's working, but I think you're getting there.
I think I'm getting there. Pete, I'm putting you on the spot. Did you have a
Sure,
drop
I'm
to play
looking-
earlier?
Did I?
For the-
shoes or for me?
For introducing you.
This is a sudden shift, but yes, I have the world famous Steven Weber Peter Bonavita drop, which is
Pete Bonavita, Bonavita, Pete Bonavita.
I miss Steven Weber.
Yeah.
He was a charming, good-looking man. So many actors are. Elizabeth, you've probably noticed this working in Hollywood as you do. So many people on camera, you meet them and you're like, oh, no wonder you're on camera.
Yes. And then there are some people, we were just talking about a certain movie star that you don't see it, but
Right.
then when they can't, like actually someone we were talking to was filming something and, oh wait, you weren't there. This was just me. It was with my new French friends. But they were filming someone and they were
There will
like,
be a follow-up on that.
they were like, this guy who's this huge movie star, I won't say his name.
Gerard Depardieu.
No,
Close?
That's maybe a tricky example.
Is he French?
no.
Gerard Depardieu.
But they were filming and they were like I don't see it, and then looking through their camera thing
interesting.
and going, oh wow, like this person was built for the camera.
That's amazing.
And he was literally looking like away from the camera and then coming back in and being like, it's unbelievable.
That's
Wait.
uncanny. That's crazy.
This happened in real time? Uh-huh. Wait, explain a little bit more. I don't understand.
this
like in
person
real
works
life.
in film.
You saw them in real life.
They were telling me the story in real life. Yeah, I wasn't watching them go.
Were you looking at the dailies?
I'm like
actually-
thinking they're at a coffee shop because I know they went to a coffee shop together,
Yeah.
her and her new French friends.
Yeah.
And I'm imagining an actor walking into a coffee shop and then they have their
Right.
eye or something. I see. It was in real
Will
life.
you tell me off air who it is?
Yes.
Will I know who it is?
Yes.
I can't wait. Timothy Chalamet.
No. Do you want me to tell you now? You'll bleep it.
Yeah. Can you bleep it, Peter?
Yeah, sure.
You're Peter to me now.
Right.
What? Wait a minute. In real life, that guy is not who I would think he is, because I would
that's right.
leave this show right now for a chance to talk to him.
Nice, smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it turns out
Crazy.
he was like, oh, he looks kind of like shit. Like he must not be doing well. He must have
Well,
had
he
a-
is older now.
He is, but then he looked through his
And
camera
he looks like
and it was
Well,
like,
thanks, Daniel.
yeah.
We're bleeping the name. He can bleep
I
it
thought we
again.
were
Why
cutting
not?
all
Keep
this out.
bleeping.
No, we're leaving it, but we're bleeping the name.
Can't you keep this? It's.
No.
Are you sure we can't?
I don't
three
want to,
beats.
guys. I
How
can't.
close are you with your French friends?
Well, there's not been a follow up, but I like
What if
can't
this is
lose
a
them
thing
as
every
friends.
French person thinks?
yes.
Guys.
Is he a filmmaker or something?
They're
your
like,
French
we
friend?
don't like air conditioning.
Stop. I don't even know what French friends you're talking about anymore.
Wait, can we go back to the French friends, please? If you had French friends, how did you become friends with them?
Well,
Yes, how do you become friends with French people?
so we were in France this whole summer.
I saw you guys were posting from there. That looked so French.
It was so French. And then we came back and then got back into real life and school started. And then we went on a school tour for our next school for our kid. And while there, I hear in this like group of people the familiar sounds of French speaking. And it took me back to the summer instantly. And Andy watched my eyes light up. And
I was like, there's no way
She
she's
doesn't.
not
Yeah.
trying to insert herself into this. And then to my surprise, she didn't, but I left early to take the kids, like to get them to school, and she stayed for like a half hour, and she came home and I was like, I can't believe you didn't try to like get in with those French people. And she's like, oh no, we're getting coffee next week.
yeah. So
Do you guys speak in English or French?
well, what happened was we were actually leaving. Like I'd actually left the building and had not inserted myself. I only did one thing where I said, my kid was like, oh my God. But I said, because there were a couple of French families, and I was like, what are the odds that we're in this group and it's all of them and then us?
Yeah.
And I said something like, it's the French team. I said, c'est l'équipe française to one of them.
Then were you like looking around like, hello?
No, I said that to one of them. And she was like, oh, I think. and then we
I
were
don't think so.
we were leaving and I said, au revoir. And then she said, oh, wait, do you speak French?
You're like,
all
well,
of my
funny you
dreams come
asked.
true. And then we were chatting and she got my phone number. So that was exciting.
That is exciting.
Yeah.
What now? You guys were in France. Was this just for vacation and cultural betterment, or were you working there?
No, yeah, we were there for kind of like checking it out. We were in Bordeaux for a month and loved it.
Are you leaving us for France?
We'd love to, but
We'd love to get the fuck away from. No,
How
I'm just
does one
kidding.
even move to like? I feel like you hear about the countries that people go to who are trying
France
to leave.
isn't one of them.
No, it's not.
It's a tough thing. And listen, I joke actually being there made me love LA even more. Like coming back, and I love our little house and our neighborhood, and so two sides to the coin. But well, you, as you know, as a podcaster, you have like flexibility,
Yeah.
and it's nice to be able to go somewhere and not have to take time off of work. And so we were just trying that out for the summer. Like, could we make this happen? And we could. So
maybe.
we'll
Did
see.
you get home? Did you or your kids get homesick?
We all did to some extent, but not honestly. It was
Yeah,
pretty
not really.
great. It was really fun. And the issue though is I still, have stars in my eyes for like TV writing and stuff but I also look back on the past 2 years and I'm like, what if we had gone during this time and
Yes.
learning a new language and all of that would be great.
So what's better? What's worse?
Okay. Great question. What's better? Lifestyle. Like you were saying you hate car stuff. We didn't have a car there. The transportation is so easy. We were in Bordeaux, which is like a very pedestrian city. There aren't tons of cars. And there's this great tram that goes all over the city. It's really easy to get around. It's also smaller. So you can get everywhere pretty easily. And like, I know we were on vacation, so it feels different, but everyone is out having lunch and having a glass of wine with their friends. And the work-life balance seems much healthier there.
Food's better.
Food's definitely much better. Everything was so much cheaper. Like going to the grocery store almost brought a tear to my eye. It was incredible.
Going to get like sporting goods equipment, like their equivalent of like a Dick's, everything's like a third of the price. And it seems like in a way that they like want
Did you have
people
to
to
get
go
more
outside
clogs?
and
What were you
stuff.
getting?
I forgot my clogs. Did I bring my clogs?
I don't know. We also, so the kind of social element of things and the way things are structured is like they want people to enjoy their lives, and it's wild. There's so many.
Do they have a shorter work week there? Or maybe they pioneered that notion, the
I think
4-day
they
work week.
Probably they take 2-hour lunches. Like the
Yeah.
kids in school have an hour and a half, and they
Wow.
serve them lunches like in courses.
Wow.
It's very different.
And when they're done with work, they're done with work. We had a good friend that's working on a project over there, like in entertainment, and he said they were coming up against a deadline, and it was his last day in Paris. And he was like, sorry, guys, we're going to have to like work through lunch because like we got to get this done. And that the boss was like, but we're getting catering. Like we have this whole nice thing planned. Like we're not working during this. And like, we're here, you'd be like, we got to get it done, guys.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
they're like, no,
that's
this nice lunch takes precedent.
But there was Bastille Day, which is like their 4th of July. So we were on the river, there were fireworks, and the whole city is there. And you get the sense like people take advantage of all of the things that are offered. They have like food trucks and wine and water and stuff. And it was just so easy to navigate. You don't feel unsafe. Oh, that was a huge thing. I felt safe the whole time. Andy went and got us like a couple of waters and beers and came back. And he was like, guess how much this was? We did this a lot. Because here it would have been like $50 and it was like €8 or something. It was crazy. But everyone's just there to have a good time. It wasn't stressful. And then everyone walks back home and it was just like lovely. Now, what is better here is ice, air conditioning,
The way they yank people off the street.
the way you can just get disappeared out of nowhere.
Right.
And I would say,
You can say the R word here.
well, I'm not really, I'm actually,
don't use
I'm
that
very
word.
French in that way that I don't like that at all.
Okay, sorry.
No, I think that, well, you know what? This wasn't really true. Actually, people in, maybe in Paris it's different, but people in Bordeaux were really, honestly, very friendly. And I feel like there were people at the shops and the boulangerie that recognized me after a couple weeks and were warmish, you know.
I thought it was really cool. Everyone seems to take pride in their job, no matter what the job is, which is so different than most people in LA. Like,
Oh, yeah.
And it's really nice. You go to any restaurant and the people working in the restaurant, like just any store, like everyone cares about their thing so much more, which I don't know. I like that.
But I did miss, I mean, there's certainly things I miss here, and I'm a red-blooded American, you know, I like snacks. And
There's not a lot of snacking there?
No, not really.
What?
There's not a lot of snacking. I don't know. I like some of the comforts, the creature comforts we have, that those aren't a given. We stayed in a ton of different like Airbnbs. Everywhere you got two like thin little dumb pillows and then a kind of duvet. I sleep
they
with
not
4
have good
pillows.
pillows there?
I guess no, they don't.
Yeah.
It's really weird for a culture that likes pleasure so much. I'm like, guys, has no one told you how
About
great it
pillows?
is? So things like that feel no blankets like in the Airbnbs. There were not like throw
How
pillows.
was the shower situation? Been a while since I've been in Europe, but I remember actually when we went like however many years ago. I don't know, 7-8 years ago, and that hotel I think had normal showers. But when I had been in my 20s, it was like the shower situation was weird. It was funneling you toward taking a bath. Is what I
Oh.
felt.
Oh, interesting.
I felt you were supposed to take a bath.
No, I don't.
You
We
had
didn't
normal
really
showers?
we honestly didn't have. I like a bath. And I was
okay.
like, where's my bath? Showers were fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway.
There's something I need to tell you guys about. It makes an amazing gift this holiday season. It's a limited edition set. It's Osea's Ocean Body Glow set. I don't know if you're familiar with Osea. They are a skincare company. They got their start in Malibu. They are amazing. I discovered their products some years ago. I still use them. And then I think I've mentioned my friend Izzy on the show before. She separately, and I wish I could remember what it was apropos of, but she texted me and she's like, have you discovered Osea? And I said, oh yes, I have. I am versed in Osea. So this has the Allison Rosen and the Izzy and the Jackie Johnson stamp of approval. And Osea's Ocean Body Glow Set is a surefire hit for everyone on your list, even the hardest to please. So it includes 3 of Osea's best-selling body care products at an incredible value. And it's 3 full, these are beautifully packaged, full-sized items. You can skip the wrapping paper. It's gifting made easy. So before this luxurious limited edition set sells out, grab one for yourself and for the people on your list. And you can save $40 on the set and get an additional 10% off with code Allison Rosen. So here's what it comes with. It has a full-size Undaria algae body oil. It's antioxidant-rich hydration that softens, nourishes, and firms. A full-size Undaria algae body wash cleanses and removes impurities, leaving skin soft and revitalized. I just used this in the shower. It has like a really nice citrus fragrance. Full-size Undaria algae body butter, a next-level body butter that delivers up to 72 hours of hydration. Here's the thing, guys. I feel like I've been throwing all of my attention, time, and money into my face, but I've been neglecting the skin on the rest of my body, and that changes now, especially with this set. Give the gift of glow this holiday with our listener discount on Osea's clean, clinically tested skincare. Just use code Allison Rosen for 10% off your first order site-wide at OseaMalibu.com. That's 10% off your first order with code Allison Rosen at Osea Malibu, OSEA Malibu.com. So I need to ask you guys about what everyone is wondering about, and it's this. Elizabeth, how are your teeth so white?
Mine?
Yeah, because as many people know right now, you guys have a podcast out called Beth's Dead. So
It's not about your teeth.
No, it's not about your
Wildly.
teeth.
Overtly.
yeah.
Is that the subtext?
The subtext might be, it's Beth's Dead, parentheses, Elizabeth's teeth are so white. And then you guys also do your regular podcast, Nobody's Listening Right. And before this, you had Totally Lame, Totally Married, Totally Mommy. I did that.
You came on 2 of them.
I
2
did.
out of the 3.
Yes, it was so much fun.
Yeah.
But so anyway, I was watching some of your. I needed more Elizabeth and Andy, and so I was watching some of your videos.
Her
and I was
teeth
like,
are so much wider than mine. It is infuriating.
Well, are they in person?
that wasn't. My
Pretty
thought wasn't anything about your teeth, Andy. I'll be very honest.
Okay,
I wasn't
good.
comparing.
Okay, good.
But I was just like, damn, what's going on tooth-wise?
Well, I just did this. So I actually have.
I remember. Your
it's funny because
front teeth got knocked out by a pool ball.
That's right.
When you were a kid. Yeah.
That's right. And actually, I'm telling that story on Armchair Anonymous this week, so I don't want people to think that I'm just saturating the market with
your
this story.
with your tooth story.
But I recently did a home tooth whitening kit.
What?
It was for 20 days. I mean, this should be my product that I'm recommending,
Yeah.
actually, instead of.
But wait, did you do it before or after
Yeah, you've always
all
had white teeth.
the video of your teeth
Wait, which video?
on Nobody's Listening, right?
Did I do a tooth
just have
video?
white
No, you
No, no,
you
no.
did
Yeah,
a
the
video
videos that
about
we
something
put out
else.
every week.
Oh, you're saying
But
you just
to
did
her,
a
it's
home
all
white.
about your
You're
teeth.
saying,
Yeah. Your teeth look white in all the
Every single
videos.
one.
yeah. And so I'm
Videos is
asking,
about your teeth.
had you done the
Your
whitening?
teeth are so white.
Thank you. Thank
really
you.
are.
I don't.
Yeah, they
thank
are.
you. I don't feel like they are. I might have tooth dysmorphia.
You do, I think,
She
because they're
does.
very
No,
white.
they're really close, you guys.
I
Thank
gotta find the product.
Please
but it's
do.
basically this product that you buy on Amazon, and you have like little trays that you put in for half an hour. You know, it's just like all the other teeth whitening, but this one had a great.
Is it
great
Opalescence
reviews.
Go? Because I've been shopping around.
Yes,
Oh,
Is it?
it is.
But
my
your
goodness.
teeth were white before
yeah.
this
When
thing.
did you do this?
So nice. I stopped, so it's 20 days. So I probably did it through the month of October.
Okay, I've got to go check the dates of the videos that I watched. But I feel like you were pretty white before that too.
That's so nice. I don't feel like I do have super white teeth.
Watch your
but-
videos. You'll
Okay.
be dazzled. Wear sunglasses when you do. So,
Thank you.
but anyway, back to Beth's Dead, which I know that people are like, don't get off the tooth thing so quickly. I said thing twice. Don't get off the tooth topic so quickly. That's what we want to hear about. But just for my own personal, edification, I am curious. So Beth's Dead is, there's some spoilers, which we're not going to spoil anything. So to the extent you can you just sort of explain?
Yes.
Because this podcast is very popular right now. Congratulations,
Thank
you guys.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because I have been here now, I guess, last year, and then I was there like probably
A couple
6
years-
months or a year before.
Yeah, I think, was it during, no, it wasn't during the pandemic. We were talking about the pandemic though.
Yeah, but I remember telling you about it and being like, hopefully soon, because
Yeah.
it took a long time, but it took the time it needed to take. So, but it's a 10 episode limited series about why Andy and I, you mentioned all these other podcasts we had, stopped podcasting in 2017, 2018, because of something scary that happened to us. And the podcast goes into that whole story. We made it with Monica Padman from Armchair Expert. And so she's kind of guiding us through telling the story. And in the telling of the story, that has its own kind of crazy twists and turns, then more twists and turns came to be. And it explores parasocial relationships and what happens when those get a little out of control. And do you have anything else to say, Andrew?
That's a really good description.
Thanks.
Yeah.
That's
I
it.
think we can say it involves you. So your podcast took listener emails.
Yes.
And you gave advice.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so I didn't, when I was listening, I don't know why I would have realized, but I was surprised. And anytime someone would write into the podcast, you would respond to them, Elizabeth, which seems exhausting.
I'm curious that you having been podcasting the same amount of time that we have, or maybe longer. We're 16 years in now.
I
think.
started, so in 2009, I guess, I started doing Allison Rosen is Your New Best Friend, or maybe it was 2010, as a streaming internet show.
Okay.
Which was basically, it had a lot of elements of this show. So if I started then I started in 2010. So we're around the same time.
Yeah, 2010.
Yeah.
And just obviously podcasting back then was not what it is now. And
Right.
it definitely was not, no one knew about it really. And so having this show where people would write in and Andy and I would give our unqualified advice, I was looking at it, first of all, I looked at it as also a side thing that we were doing at the time. And now it's become much more a bigger part of our lives. But I also looked at it as this business kind of that I was
It's smart.
trying to
I mean,
grow.
yeah.
And so I felt, and I still, even with Beth's dead now, I'm like, I still feel this obligation to like every comment, everything
Yeah.
to reply if I can, if it's like on our Patreon. And now I've gotten over that. I mean, I can't keep up with it, but like at the time I felt obligated to interact with the listeners in part because I thought this is a smart thing to do. And this is like customer service. And I
Right.
want to be of service like any other job I would take. And part of it also was like being genuinely flattered that anyone was listening. And like, I wanted to develop, understand our listeners more and stuff. But now I don't do that really as much. I do on Patreon and stuff like that. But basically this young woman or several young women, I would correspond with if they wrote in questions.
with questions, and then you would write back something nice and sort of innocuous, but then eventually there was the correspondence that was happening on the show and in your comment section, and then there was also a correspondence between you and the women where you were becoming close with them and being involved and devoting a lot of time to helping see them through their problems.
Yes, and one in particular named Beth,
Yeah.
which is the what the show gets
Right.
into. But yeah, and also another thing, it's been interesting putting it out and hearing the response because I think so many women have been like, you were like being postpartum and
Yes.
also realizing like Andy at the time had just put out his first full-length album with Atlantic Records for Meg Myers, and like he was doing his own. It wasn't as enmeshed as it is today. So I
Your
think
careers, you mean?
yes,
Yeah.
and so like he didn't know what I was doing.
Right.
I was kind of in this like weird,
I think
postpartum.
Well, so I did wonder like how much of the Elizabeth piece of the story has to do with you having been postpartum at the time. Because Monica asked you at one point in the podcast, like whether you consider yourself codependent, and you guys both say no right away. And yet I understand where the question is coming from because you are very involved in their lives and like feel a responsibility to them and very affected by what's going on with them. So it made me wonder the investment you had in them in that postpartum time. Would you have had that before as well?
Can I answer?
Yes, you sure can.
I actually think that the postpartum has a big part to do with it, but I think it was really the combination of a few things. Postpartum, just what was going on in general in that time in our lives, my career, your career, like it was the perfect storm. But I don't think you would have been as accessible and involved with a lot of these listeners in another time particularly. But yeah, so I think the postpartum had an effect, but it wasn't everything.
And I don't mean to suggest that there's something like it's sweet and genuine and beautiful that you wanted to help them. I just, as someone in sort of a similar field, there were moments where I was like, oh, Elizabeth.
I'm
oh,
sure.
Elizabeth. Like,
I mean,
no.
I feel that way now listening
Yeah.
to it. And I'm also older and also like wiser in terms of
having your guard up.
Yeah,
maybe?
having boundaries. I
Yeah.
had forgotten this when we were recording. Like, this was after a time where I had really been involved in dog rescue and kind of like lost myself to that. And I was like, I did become codependent in the sense of like, I would drop everything to go help the dog in need, or like do you remember that? Andy?
Yeah, totally.
This is my future because I have become this crazy fish person, and I had a sick puffer fish that I nursed back to health.
Oh, wow.
I have
Congrats.
abandoned my family and my responsibilities to take care of this fish, and he's thriving now.
Hey,
and
nice.
it is such a good feeling that
It's a
I'm
high,
like,
right?
yes, that I'm like, oh my God, what if I could do this
Like with your children.
No, with
What-
a dog.
what would that be
What if I
like?
could do this?
Yeah.
Let's not
If
get
they were
crazy. What if I could
thriving.
do this with an animal that lives on land?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then I'm like, this is how people become obsessed with nursing back
Sure.
dog rescue. Yeah, I get it.
Andy had to literally
Did he
sit
do an
me down.
intervention?
Yeah, he
No,
did.
because it was so intense, and also I could just see it wasn't healthy for her.
my soul, my faith in humanity was starting, which happens. I mean, the people who do that are a special kind of person, and I just don't have the kind of thick skin needed because it was just crushing me. And
That you couldn't save all of them.
yes, and then one of our dear friends, Maddie, it's her birthday today, pointed out that at this time I also had become obsessed with this Instagram and I don't remember this, but she was like, you were obsessed with this Instagram of this girl, this child who had cancer. And that she maybe passed, and it's crazy to me. I truly
This
do not
is
remember
so.
this.
Wait, was this during the postpartum
Yes.
period? This is so post. I had postpartum depression.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Technically, postpartum. What was it? The actual diagnosis. Postpartum depression with anxiety and OCD. I think it's
Sprinkled in there.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just relating to
Yeah,
similar things because my OCD aspect of it was I would get a really dark question into my head, which I've said this before, but it would, for example, what happened to babies during the Holocaust? And I'd be like, I have to find out. No, I don't. I have to. And then I'd be like, are snuff films real? Or just the darkest, and I would have to find out, but it all had to do with saving abuse of innocent creatures. That was the through line.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
very similar. And
Yeah.
to this day, I mean, actually, when we were coming here, one of our kids is on a field trip, and I was like, I get this anxiety when they're on a field trip, just because, I trust the school and the system and everything, but it just I have intrusive thoughts constantly about losing them or something happening to them, and even in Andy too, I've gotten so much better about it, and I've done work on it, trying to reroute the neural pathways. But when Andy takes the kids alone somewhere, I used to just be completely paralyzed and be listening for sirens. It was that messed up.
Yeah.
So I think that all of this and wanting to
Save people.
save things, but I also I don't know what the source is, if it's obviously partially ego based and
And you
partially wanting to be a good person, and
you weren't also it's not like she was engaging with every single person. She was engaging with specific people with specific problems that also resonated to you, that you felt you had a perspective on and could help, I think, too.
Yes,
Which I think
yes.
is a distinction.
Right.
true,
Yeah.
Right. Something that is interesting that I remember discovering years ago. So I would, and I'm sure you probably do too. Although I don't that much anymore, but I used to get haters.
I've never had a one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, they're
More on the Adam Carolla show.
oh god,
So,
I'm sure.
And so, of course, I would just be like, who is this fucking asshole? And I would go and I would look and I would find their Facebook and I'd be like, this person has a baby at home?
I
and
know.
there was this pattern of men who had babies at home. And I was, and it was
Like
during.
your worst haters were all new dads.
Yes. What? Isn't that crazy?
That is so.
But I think that there's I think that there's it's a crazy time for everyone. It's a
That's
traumatic,
so
crazy
interesting.
time.
I think the combination for a lot of guys of the lack of sleep, and not to give them an excuse, and
But feeling
suddenly the woman,
estranged, probably.
the wife is not interested in them
no
anymore.
attention from the
Yeah.
person.
No attention. They're not
You
number
represented
one.
the
That's
feminine
interesting.
to them that they're lashing out against. I have realized, I mean, luckily, I think similar to you, our audience, and I'm sure there's lots of overlap, are by and large so supportive and
Yes.
awesome. But of course, we have gotten so much of that shit. And actually with Beth's death, there's been some of that.
Really? Even though it's like about
But, you know, what I
Stuff like
realized
that.
is people project their
Yes.
own, whatever their own insecurity is or their own issue, like being a new dad who's not getting attention from his wife or partner and like lashing out at the feminine voice in the room that's in their head. I think so. That gives me a lot of comfort and empathy for people who are like, where did that come from? I mean, we were saying, and also by and large with Beth's Dead, the response has been overwhelmingly positive and amazing, but it is like, how are you mad at this or
Right.
like whatever? And, but when you look at their comment through that lens, like this is something going on for them.
always, yeah.
It makes me feel sad for them in some ways, you know, like that's how you're coping with it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Whose idea was it to do this podcast? Was it Monica or was it you guys?
It was kind of, I would say it was Monica's idea to do this big podcast, but before that happened, maybe we had tossed around the idea of like, should we tell the story? But we were thinking of it in more of like a 1 or 2 episode type of thing.
Like on our podcast. Like
Yeah.
as
And
specials.
so we had we'd gotten to the point where we were starting to be comfortable with the idea of sharing it. And then we were just telling Monica about it. And then she was the one that was like, I
should
think this
really
could be
do
a
this.
show.
And now I can't imagine having done it any differently.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, yeah. it's
And
important.
then how how did you actually do it? And then, you know, carve it into the episodes and like figure out how, because it's so well done pacing wise. I mean, I don't listen to podcasts, first of all, but I always feel like I shouldn't say that. I don't consume them in the same way that a lot of my listeners do. Let me put it that way. And I certainly don't binge, but I binged your podcast.
Oh, thank you.
And it was just like, it was so well done. And I told you when I asked if you guys could come on, I'm like, I am riveted.
Aw.
It's not a word I use lightly. I'm very easily distracted. I only care about my phone and my fish.
Yes.
Yeah. How did you do that?
I mean, I think Elizabeth she's a TV writer, so she knows how to like plot things out. So I think she really helped like design the arc. So going into it, we knew sort of kind of what we wanted to cover.
There was like a loose framework outline and kind of move. Like we knew at the beginning some of the big twists and turns that we were going to hit. But then within the framework, you know, really Monica, you know, the questions she asked were so incredible and guiding the conversation as like she represented the audience, asking questions as we went, kind of deep diving. And then Andy's a record producer. He did all of the music.
And that, which is so good. I enjoyed the
so
music
good.
so much.
I love it so much. And he did all of the post and like all of the marketing, you know, so I feel like all three of us really, and all of us weighed in. I mean, we're all involved on kind of every choice as we went, and we worked really well together, all three of us. So we were all kind of executive producing it, but then had our unique roles within.
Who did the graphics?
I did.
Very good.
Thank you.
Very good.
But yeah, it was cool because it was just the three of us really lean and mean could like, we weren't answering to anybody. Like, I don't know. It just made it so much easier. And I think all of our strengths kind of like
Did
came
you
together.
have all the raw footage before you started? I don't know if I guess I'm not sure I'm articulating my question. Like, had you recorded everything and then you're like, now let's put this into episodes, or were you doing it a little bit in real time?
Yeah, it was more. So like Elizabeth had, kept all of this stuff, which it's based off of tons of emails.
You had binders, right?
Yeah. So like Elizabeth had like, you had like kind of gotten the binder ready, or I guess you had that from back in the day from like the.
No, I got it ready when we were like starting to do
Got it.
this. Yeah.
But so like there was like, ooh, we're going in with all of this stuff. And obviously a lot of that was cut. We recorded a lot more than was aired, obviously. But then I would say like, would you say the front half was like, we got this stuff that we got to tackle. And then the back half was happening much more in real time.
Yeah.
And like twists and turns that organically happened.
So we kind of, we like in terms of shaping things, and the front half was kind of like outlined and
Right, 'cause
made.
you're sort of telling the story.
Yeah. And then everything else happened in real time. So there was a lot of like jumping around, and, people are asking questions online about like, well, why didn't they say this at this point? And it's like, because we didn't have information when we were recording that about what was to come down the pipeline. Like, you really are hearing it unfold in real time. And this maybe doesn't make sense for people who haven't heard it, but yeah.
Yeah. If you could go back and do things and do anything differently, what would you have done differently?
I probably would have, I would have filled Andy in at the time. And I think that would have changed the course.
Because?
Andy has had more boundaries, and I think like, without giving like spoilers away, I think that I got in over my head in this situation, helping this woman. And I think he would have,
Similar to the dog rescue, might have.
Yes, had
if
an
I would have found
intervention.
out to the extent, but still kind of before things went really off the rails, I think if I would have seen like, oh, whoa, you're really in this, I think I might have been a little bit of a voice of like,
reason.
yeah.
And why didn't you? I don't mean that in an accusatory way.
No.
I think because I saw like all of our, I think for a couple reasons. One, maybe part of me thought this was similar to dog rescue and he wouldn't like it. Two, he was like super busy out in his work, and the podcast really was my work. Like he would, fake Tony the podcast, and then we would make our podcast together, but he would give me the files. I was uploading them. Like I was doing everything that he now
You
does.
might have even been I might have even taught you how to edit at that point, right? Because there was
It's
a moment when
possible.
you might have even been editing this show.
So it was really my thing that I was doing. And so I think in my mind, like that fell under that. And like, I wasn't going to tell him every email I was replying
Right,
to.
right.
And then it just
Especially
kind
if
of
you're
got
seeing it
away
as
from
marketing.
me. Yes. And then I think it was kind of like, I don't know. We were just really separate and being postpartum and kind of in my own thoughts. And
I don't know how it was for you guys, but for Daniel and me in the postpartum period, it's like, oh, I have my shifts and then he has his shifts. And like, I remember thinking like, are we ever going to eat dinner together
yeah,
anymore?
never the
Yeah.
two shall meet.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, you just
Yes.
have to like really figure out. You're just like,
You're two ships.
yeah. And you're trying to do whatever you can to figure out this
Yeah.
new tired
Right.
era.
Right.
And also, wait, I'm trying to remember like really when this was. Okay. So I would have had Otis was pretty new. Andy had like, I think that in real life, so outside of my kind of correspondence and podcast stuff, we were so focused on the kids, you
Yeah.
know, like we had a 1-year-old and a 6-month-old or something. So this wouldn't have never come up,
Right.
All you talk about
Yes.
at that time is like, she pooped, he blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah,
He ate this
whatever.
much, yeah.
So yeah,
yeah.
I think it was just like the perfect storm of the timing for me.
Can I ask more about dog rescue for a minute? Because I do want to get into it.
Right.
So like, were you fostering dogs at your house, or
Yeah.
what did this look like?
Yeah, we were fostering. It almost became a full-time job. It's this rescue called the Mutt Scouts here in LA, which is wonderful. And at the time was a much smaller kind of group. My friend Amy and I like started on the same day, and our first job was basically like they had kennels where they would house some of the dogs that they had pulled from the shelters but hadn't yet found fosters for. So our job was to go and walk these dogs and like train them a little if we could, and just kind of give them human interaction and love and stuff. But then finding the dogs' homes was so fulfilling, and I love dogs. I'm actually sadly horribly allergic to them, it turns out. Our dog passed away 2 or 3 years ago, and I realized after that, like I had been sick for 13 years, but
Sorry, it's not funny.
no, it kind of is. I mean, it's like joke's on me because I love dogs so much. Now we have a cat because
And you're not allergic to your cat?
no.
That's wild.
So, but then it became like, I mean, all of it, like pulling dogs from the shelters, fostering them, delivering them to, a lot of it is like transport. A lot of it's
finding other fosters that can take this dog.
finding
someone take
fosters, fielding adoption applications, going to do home checks, going to, like, you get a call that the dog's been dumped in Griffith Park with 4 puppies. Like, so on a dime, you're like, okay, now this is taking over the rest of my week because I have to figure this out. And now we do, like, we fostered 3 puppies like 2 years ago, and we fostered cats, and but it's really calmed down. Like but I still find dogs all the time. You know, I feel like they show up. Yeah, kind of. And I feel like much more than the average person. I'm constantly finding
I don't
dogs.
Think one time, but I didn't even find it. It was that Elliot and his babysitter were outside, and she found a dog, and she brought him back. And then I called the woman, and we sort of like took care of the dog till she could pick him up. But
that's nice. But thank God. I mean, that's another. Actually, just this past, like, 3 days ago, we took my cat to the vet. My daughter and I took our cat to the vet, and then on the way back, there were 2 dogs running out in traffic. I literally almost saw it got hit by a truck, and I jumped out and, like, wrangled them back. And then I realized, luckily, an elderly woman came out, like, they had run out of the gate from down the street, so we just kind of, like, corralled them back. But my daughter was like, of course. You know, because it's always...
Yeah, there's a leash in the car at all times and treats, like, in case that happens. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, well, I've been talked out of it now, so thank you.
You're so welcome.
But it also is personality. It's personality based too, though, because I think, I mean, and the people that really do it and stay in it, like, they are really special people.
They are. You just have to, like, if you have boundaries and you're like, okay, I'm going to go walk a dog once a week at the shelter or whatever, that kind of dog rescue or with a rescue, or I will volunteer to transport, or fostering, I think is really good because then you kind of have set boundaries. Although it's interesting with kids, that's something we have dealt with, is like, we really have to be careful.
Attached, right?
Yeah.
But I just, as you can sense the theme, slippery sloped into the point where I was like a full-time employee of this rescue, you know, and I had no boundaries. And you're seeing, you know, I'd be at the shelter and see horrific, you know, animals who have been horrifically abused, see families bringing in their, like, 14-year-old dog to basically die in hell and then leave with a puppy. I saw that a couple times.
Oh my God.
Stuff like that where you're like,
this is heartbreaking.
People are horrible, and it makes you embittered. And like, I wasn't even good at fielding adoption applications because I was like, oh, they have kids? No, because a few families with kids had perhaps returned a dog for whatever, you know, like, it makes you, I don't know, kind of go, it made me, not you, not the collective you, but it made me go a little cuckoo. So.
And that's what you saw, Andy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's a miracle he's stuck it through all of these years. I mean, you're really a
so
good
nice
guy.
to finally be acknowledged for that.
A loyal, good guy.
So what did you see, though, Andy?
In what way?
Like, what kind of craziness, or what kind of...
Just it overtaking her and her mood being really affected by this. So just like daily life, she was not happy. You know, it's like losing faith in humanity and being in a bad mood every day and being stressed also. And also like, what am I going to do? That no one is going to take this dog. And like, how come? It was just like problem after problem. And it was just like spiraling sort of. It wasn't good. I could tell, like, for her mental health, it was bad.
How did you take to it when Andy talked to you?
I heard it, and
You knew, like,
I knew,
right? Yeah.
and I pretty quickly, I mean, I had also struggled on and off with depression, and I pretty quickly kind of pulled myself out of it, and it was ultimately it was the right move for everyone involved, including the dogs. Like, I was more, you know, that's maybe not fair, but like, I think dog rescue is incredible. It's special angels who do it. I think helping out is incredible. But I think if you're not the special person, just to have boundaries, which, you know, but I think it was like an instant, oh yeah, this is really bad and I'm not doing well. And like, I feel like my life improved a lot when I started to kind of pull back and be like, okay, well, we'll foster, you know, 3 dogs a year instead of constant, you know, whatever.
Just to rapidly change gears, I think now we should do a segment called Just Me or Everyone.
Sometimes I ponder on something I have thought or done. Is it just me or everyone?
All right. Andy or Elizabeth, do you have one?
I got one.
All right, let's hear it.
I was telling, I think, one of the kids this the other day, and they rolled their eyes at me. I love, or I guess is it just me? It's probably just me. I like eating Cheez-Its with a side of orange juice. So Cheez-Its plus orange juice.
Okay, this is
Interesting.
really
I
interesting.
feel like that's
Such as pure like color coordination.
It seemed like there might be something there, but I love the flavor combo of those two things together.
Can I ask you something about that? Because the Cheez-Its, I mean, it's similar to like, you know, if you brush your teeth with mint and have orange juice, there's this kind of like reactive, like it's particularly bad.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like Cheez-Its, not to that degree, but like having orange juice after a Cheez-It seems like it would have a kind of
There's some sort
negative,
of-
strong
a kind of wang, like your family
Yes,
says.
Hey, nice pull. Very nice pull.
memory.
I would say there is like some sort of interesting activation probably that's happening that I find very pleasing, but I'm very curious if anyone else does.
I can't even imagine it. I've never tried it. It doesn't immediately jump out to me as something I would enjoy.
You've had both things though.
Yes, in my life. We've got to find out from the listeners.
Yeah.
Pete, have you ever combined these?
No, I don't. Not intentionally. Not that I
Yeah.
can remember.
It
but I
sounds
know,
like something you would avoid.
Yeah. Or it sounds like
Right.
something that like my kids would happen upon and then become obsessed with, and then I'd have to be like, don't, not at the same time. Don't do that. But
Yeah.
Would you rather take a sip of orange juice and then eat some Cheez-Its, or have Cheez-It flavor in your mouth and take a sip of orange
Great
juice?
question.
Thank you.
It has to happen quickly together. So I think like orange
Either,
juice
okay.
and then jam those.
I mean, I would say
Cheez-Its
if you
in.
start with the Cheez-Its, you probably have some residual Cheez-Its in your mouth, like
Yeah.
stuck in your
Yes,
tooth cavity.
right.
Not
Yeah.
cavities, but you know, stuck in your mouth, and then the
Grooves.
orange juice comes in and helps kind of wash it out.
Yeah, it all works. It just has to be like happening in real time
Cut
together.
to, he's going to have a cereal bowl of Cheez-Its
I
and
know.
orange juice. like,
Oh,
just
yes,
eating
that's
it.
the next step.
Wow.
I have a, is it just me?
Yeah.
Is it just me, or are we all sleeping on just gentle stretching as a form of exercise? I don't think our generation, now I love, and everyone knows this about me, I love nothing more than to see old people stretching, like out in the world. And if it seems like it's a couple, like I am just gone. I think it is the cutest thing ever. But take it to the home. And I feel like we are so exercise obsessed and like pump iron, and by the, you know, weightlifting is very good for all of us, and especially women and stuff.
Do you have a vest? I don't have a weighted vest.
I bought a vest, and per everything else I do in my life, I went too hard. And
Oh, no.
I got a 20 pounder, and you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to get like 10 pounds. And I used it once, and it exacerbated my back pain.
Yeah.
And I sold it at the next garage sale. So anyway, gentle stretching. I feel like in our culture, it's like if you're not like
No pain, no gain.
no pain, no gain. But there is something so glorious about just stretching gently in your home. And I think that we all
Should be
are
doing it.
asleep on it.
I think I have actually. So I'm doing physical therapy now.
Oh.
Yeah. I feel like it's a little bit stolen valor because I don't really need it. I had a hysterectomy in July.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
so I had a hysterectomy in July, and my doctor had recommended or offered physical therapy to me, like probably since I had my first kid. They've been saying that might help you. And I've been like, I will take that piece of paper and then I'll lose it. And I thought, maybe it's, okay, honestly, there's a couple physical therapy places near here and they have Pilates machines. And I was like, I am fascinated by that. But if I could just do it and insurance would cover it versus,
Right.
they're going to come after me. So I was having back pain. I do feel that I've lost a lot of strength. Like I don't feel strong. I feel like I'm building my strength back with physical
Yes.
therapy, but in general, I feel like pretty much like a wet noodle. So I got a prescription for physical therapy after surgery. And so I've been going. And it is crazy how much I feel like I'm getting my strength back,
Great.
which is great. I am enjoying the Pilates aspect of it. It's not the same as a class, but we do stuff on the machine, which is kind of fun because I'd never done that before. But they have been teaching me how to stretch and recommending it. So now when I'm having back or neck pain at home, I have been incorporating these stretches, Elizabeth.
Yes.
So I had to been
And
sleeping
isn't it
on
nice?
Yeah, it feels good.
You feel really good.
How was I not stretching before is what I think, because I
know.
find myself craving a stretch.
Yeah, just get on the floor, ideally a carpet, maybe throw down a mat and just kind of roll around and find a stretch and sit there with it for a minute. Nothing crazy, I'm talking gentle stuff, and you will feel it feels so good.
Now, how do you feel about this? When I lived in New York, I used to take a cardio kickboxing class, and you'd always, warm up. You'd stretch at the beginning. And there was a certain stretch where the instructor would say, isn't that delicious? And I was like, I loathe that.
I'm against using delicious
Yes.
to describe most things except for food and
Yes.
really chubby babies.
Oh, yeah.
And if there are no rolls on that baby, please don't use delicious.
Right. What are you noshing on? But I get it. I do. But now, like, sometimes a stretch can feel really good, but it's not delicious.
Yeah. No, it just feels good.
Okay. I'm with you. All right. Well, we have a couple Just Me or Everyone's that listeners sent in.
Ooh.
Megan says, every time I tell someone my age, I expect them to say, there's no way you're that old, but they never do. Yes. It's a trap. It's a trap because, well, here's the trap, I think. First of all, they need to say like, what? You? I would have thought you're. And lately people are like, I would have thought you're 10 years younger than I am, which thank you. But I remember when I was, 20 to 30 years younger than I am, when that was the reaction. And so now I'm like, oh, because the age you're saying is still what I consider old. So try again, please.
Really?
Yeah. I'm 50 now, which is
Okay.
obscene.
Whoa.
Well,
I would
honestly,
never,
wow.
ever
Thank
think
you.
50.
Would you guess I'm in my early 40s?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
I know, but I want 30s is what I'm saying.
I know. But
See?
really? You want 30s?
Well, I feel like 40 is not young. I mean, but it is.
But
you get what I'm saying.
therein lies the but why do we need to be young?
Well, so that's, am I talking to Kathy, my therapist, who said, is there, because I came one morning many years ago, I was like, I look in the mirror and I look old. And she's like, is there something bad about that? And I was thinking like, yeah, that's why I'm bringing it up, Kathy. Get with the program. Catch up. I mean, there's something like jarring about someone who looks, 15 years younger than they are. I get that. I don't know. I don't know where I am with aging. But the other thing, though, here's where the trap is. But I don't particularly have this. But if someone's like, oh, my God, I would never guess you're that old, then it's like, aha, so I am old. Because I've seen Jen
Yes.
Kirkman post stuff like that. Like, it's not a compliment to say someone looks way younger than they are. And I'm like, no, I think it is.
Right. This
It's
feels
all-
like a no-win situation
Yeah,
now.
I think so.
Yeah.
But for the vast majority of us, just tell us we look younger, please.
Well, I think the new version of that, I tripped over my words recently. I was talking to two older women and I said something about like in our 40s, and one of them goes like, I wish we were in our 40s or something. And I was like, oh, well, I mean, I tripped over it, but the sentiment was like, you both make me look forward to aging because like you're so beautiful. You know what I mean? And I mean, I didn't think that they were that age.
Right.
But also I think like seeing a woman who is aging in a way that looks like she's not scared of, like she's owning it and empowered. And also I think women should age however the fuck they want to age, but like, I think that's kind of a compliment, or that's the compliment I think I would hope to receive from someone who's 20 now, seeing me, I'm 46, and saying like, oh, well, you make 46 look like it's wonderful,
that's a good compliment.
Like something like that.
The takeaway, though, is
You
to
make
stop
50
making
look great.
people
Yeah.
guess how old you are, or or stop telling people, maybe.
I know. Our kids are constantly saying like, he looks like dad or something like that. And I'm like, but dad before or dad later? Like, like we're trying to see how our kids see us because they're so brutally honest. And you know what? I think we're doing okay.
We're doing fine.
God, I don't know if I want to know how my kids see me. Okay, and then also, who sent this one in? Aaron says, the older I get, the more I have to blow my nose. I think this is, or is it just do I have less tolerance for needing to blow my nose? But I do think there's more nose blowing as I get older.
For me, it's been so much less because of the
dogs.
dogs.
Yeah.
But yeah. Might want to look into that.
Yeah, that one doesn't resonate for me. Not
you
much.
don't really blow your nose very often.
Maybe
Really?
it's just when you're younger, you sniffle more. To kids are always just you're like, oh, you need a tissue. Like, no, I don't need a tissue, and they're sniffling it. And then, slowly over the years that dissipates.
It goes out, not in.
You're just more mature, and you're like, oh, I need to blow my nose.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that now.
Not Andy, though.
Did you ever use to nose Frida on your kids?
Yeah.
I loved that
Yes.
thing.
You loved it?
Yes.
I forgot to put in the filter one time.
Oh.
Oh,
It
that'll
was
get you.
really psychologically upsetting.
It's this device where you suck the snot out of your baby's nose, and I found it so satisfying.
I wonder if that's still a thing. That could be one of those things that now they're like, don't use that.
Right.
I
Someone
know,
got a
because
brain
you
amoeba
can,
or
yeah,
something.
you can, yeah.
You sucked
can
out the
suck your
sinuses of
heart.
the kid. Yeah.
I didn't like it because the kid hated it. So I always felt like I was like
Torturing them.
Yeah. But you like that. Just kidding.
There's nothing I love more than seeing my child suffer and being the cause of it. No.
Yeah. I still, with our 6-year-old, I'll be like, honey, you need to blow your nose. Like, can I please? And he'll just be like, no,
Yeah.
And
it's a weird sensation. One of
know.
our kids really doesn't like it.
Yeah.
It's a strange sensation. And I'm like, I get it,
I will get fixated though. And I'll be like, I'm trying to I just gotta just sneak in there and Daniel's like, you got to let it go. But I'll do the same with him because both of us will separately get fixated on like, we've got to get this booger that is just so ready to come out. And like, anyway, enough of the snot talk because I could go on. But Owen's just not having it. Okay, let's now do Hey, Go Fuck Yourself.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
Wonderful. Do you need to tell anyone off?
Oh, my God.
This is like his bread and butter. Let's hear it. You must have a long list.
I'm going to tell off our kids' coach right now.
Oh my
Ooh.
God. This is fucking crazy.
This fucking guy. There is no set time for practices. The practices is always a moving target.
And it's like an
No.
hour drive.
It's an hour drive. That's problem number 1. Then problem number 2, he's allowed there to be kids on the team that don't even come to the practices. So that
Weird.
makes things confusing. But my real beef is during the games, this coach's way of trying to motivate the kids is so offensive and horrible. And I think he's maybe one of the worst coaches I've ever seen.
He swears. He's swearing and he's comparing kids and
Oh my God.
He'll be like, did your parents just sign you up to do this? Do you want to even do this?
Oh,
Why are
geez,
you here?
badgering them.
During the game. And there's no,
There's no positive.
I've never
Right.
seen anything like it. And I've seen a ton of different styles of coaching.
Do your kids enjoy it?
No, this is what the first
is the
time a
first
sports
and
activity
last time.
that our kids been like, this guy, what the hell's going on?
There was a game this weekend and it was raining and I there's a text thread with the parents and we're friends with one of the other kids' parents and then the other kids we don't really know that well, but I texted the night before to be like, hey, it's really coming down. Like, are we still doing this game that's outside? And it was like, yep. Okay, great. So the next morning, things start falling apart, but the communication is so insane. And it's like, we might have to forfeit if we don't have enough girls. Does anyone have any friends?
Yeah. So because there's like
And-
kids that are sick and whatnot, and
Elizabeth's
it's like
playing.
there's not going to be the head count that we need.
Right.
And
then some people are like, I can ask so and so. Okay, nope, so and so's out. Blah blah blah. And then another parent's like, we need to know soon if it's going to be forfeited because we need to start driving. And then another parent's like, coach. And then another parent is like, might want to let everyone know now so the other team, which I didn't even think about this, they're not all driving out there.
yeah.
Nothing. And literally to this moment in time, the coach has not officially told us that the game is not happening.
Yeah. He never responded.
2 days later.
So no one showed up though, right?
No.
I mean, I hope not. I didn't. And
Yeah.
our friends didn't, but like,
And we
So
texted,
strange.
we said, hey, since there's
Right.
no word,
we will
Right.
not
we
be
will not be
going.
Yeah.
coming. And then someone else was like, yeah, we're not coming. Like everybody, all
This
the
guy
parents were on the same
sucks.
page. Yeah.
Oh
The
my God.
communication is really
Hey,
bad.
coach.
Yeah.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
Are you thinking of quitting?
It's almost
Yes.
over. Yeah. So.
Oh, okay.
Correct.
Yeah.
There is like a bit of me that's like, I want our kid to like not do the last game, just
Oh,
to like
just to
quit
fuck with-
early, just to be
yeah.
like, dude, you suck. But also, I don't know if that's the best message. I like them to finish what they started too.
Well, it is a good message of what's it called? Like harboring
Advocating?
resentment
Oh.
to your own detriment,
There you go.
which is a life lesson best learned early, I think.
Do you mean like cutting off your nose to spite your face?
Yeah, I'm joking.
Yeah, I don't know how to deal with it when my kids are signed up for activities and they don't want to go, because I'm so tempted to be like, okay, let's just quit then.
I do. Honestly, life's too short. And I'm like, there are other ways that they're going to have to learn follow through. And maybe I'm wrong for this. And honestly, we haven't encountered this too much. I mean, in general, it's like, usually we're paying for something. And if we've paid for something, you
that's
are going to go.
also an issue. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
I even like there's an ongoing discussion with Owen about a class that he takes, and it's like if I cancel within 24 hours, I still have to pay, and it's always like day up. It's like I don't want to go, and I'm like, honey, we've already paid, but I dread the conversation every week.
Yeah, if I were in that situation, I'd be like, okay, then we're not going to do it.
Yeah.
And then, then if it's the next time it's the same thing, then I'm
Yeah.
like, that's a bigger conversation. But
Right.
I'm very like, let them find their thing. They're going to have to try lots of things to find the stuff that they love, and the stuff they love will change, over time, more likely than not. So
I also feel like they're in school for however many hours it is, and that is a chunk of time where they're someone else's bitch. That's not the language I would normally use, but I just mean like they're not in control of they're not in control of anything. They're little kids, but like they're already learning how to be little members of society in school, and they have to do follow through, and there's all sorts of things they have to do. So I don't know how many extra things we need to like ladle on. That being said, Elliot does karate, and there was a period. Daniel is much more like we're signed up, we're doing this. He can tolerate their discomfort or their complaints more than I can. I'm like more of a soft touch, but Elliot for a period of time didn't want to do karate, but now Elliot loves it. Daniel's like, see, like he came, like he got better, and now he loves it. And if we had quit, then he wouldn't realize that that's part of the learning process.
That's interesting.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do think I grew up doing dance, and I feel like I learned so much about discipline and follow through. And I mean, there were so many times in seasons of the years where I was like, I hate this. I don't want to do it. It's too much time. I want to hang out with my friends. I want to do the things they're doing. But upon reflection, I'm like, I'm so glad
Yeah.
I did it. It's such a part of me now. So I see that. I don't know. I think this has been a really good and interesting experience with our oldest kid and this coach. And like, I think will hopefully make us all, but especially her, appreciate the athletics that she does enjoy, which we're really excited to do basketball and get back into it and not take it for granted. Like the way it's structured and the coaches and all that stuff.
Elizabeth, do you need to tell anyone off?
I just got really heated about that coach. I think I might just, can I just piggyback onto his? Yeah.
Hey, coach.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
Pete, any anger you need to release?
I mean, I'm kind of upset with that coach now too, even though I don't know him. But, overall, no. I mean, I'm appreciating hearing you say that is making me appreciate my kids' coach a bit. I'm like, okay, like every once in a while, it's a little bit like, oh, you got a little bit shouty with them, but like he's still within bounds, I think, and that's good. But
We have something for that. Hey, Pete's coach.
Oh.
Hey, I love you.
I have sort of an unfair, hey, go fuck yourself. But my external keyboard died. My Mac one. Thank you for your compassion,
so
Elizabeth.
sorry.
Yeah. Those are expensive to replace, by the way. It's like $179 to get another one. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to go on Amazon and I'm going to get, there's a million keyboards. Are you familiar with the term a creamy keyboard?
Ew.
I know. It's a gross sound.
Like really gross.
Yeah. It's sort of like and I don't like ASMR. My kids are very into ASMR. I can't. So I'm like, stop whispering and tapping. But, everyone's all about the creamy keyboard, which is like, it sounds like an old fashioned keyboard.
Oh,
It's
like
real
a mechanical
clicky. Yes,
keyboard.
like clickety clackety.
They
not
describe
just-
those as creamy keyboards?
It's not just covered in jizz. Like that's what I imagine.
I know
it's
it
a
does.
keyboard for like looking at porn.
Ew, no, it's
Sorry.
not that.
Like
That's okay. No.
pre-covered,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pre-cummed.
No.
so you don't feel bad about it.
Yeah. All the keys are stuck together
Yeah,
already.
no.
Like the clickety clackety mechanical keyboards. That's
Yes.
the word they use
Yeah,
to
yeah.
describe them.
Yeah.
So I bought a few different keyboards. It's like Goldilocks here. But anyway, this most recent one, it's creamy. And I do like it though, except I went to do, a cut and paste. And I'm like, oh, well, where is the whatever
Control V.
there's no control key on this keyboard.
Oh, you need to get a Mac layout creamy
'cause it's a-
keyboard.
It's a PC. It's got, all of a
Yeah.
sudden I realized these
no.
buttons that I need. Also, what happened to the open Apple key? It just quietly got retired. It's not on your keyboard. You might think it is, but it's not. I don't think it is.
No, it's just they're both just command now.
Yeah.
They don't even have
There's
Apple's
no
on them.
Apple sign on that
No.
key anymore?
It's just a little.
That's your next
Oh,
podcast.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where'd it
What
go?
happened?
yeah.
Yeah. So I'm a little bit, and then I went and looked, and supposedly there's other buttons that work, but they're not. It's not working on my keyboard. So hey, creamy PC keyboard.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
That's right. And lastly, Podcast Pals product picks.
Podcast Pals product picks.
Now, this is where we recommend things that we love, we can't do without. And I have an Amazon shop, amazon.com/shop/Allison Rosen, where you can see like probably over 100 picks from Podcast Pals. So go there and find that. And then also my recording equipment that I recommend is there, and fish stuff is there now. That's my latest shop that I've added. All right, Andy, what's yours?
I have this little camera called the DJI Osmo Pocket 3.
DJI.
DJI, but people say DJI. It's like a thing. But Osmo Pocket 3 camera, and it's like a little tiny video camera that has like a gimbal, so all the footage is really smooth. But I got it before we went to France and became obsessed with this thing. The footage looks so amazing, and yeah, I love it. So I would highly recommend getting that if you like taking videos of stuff.
I love a gimbal.
Yeah.
And Elizabeth, what's yours?
Well, I was gonna do this other thing, but I feel like I should do my teeth whitening.
Okay.
Don't you?
I'm curious about it.
The Opalescence Go. Pre-filled teeth whitening trays with 15% hydrogen peroxide.
How long do you leave them in?
Half an hour.
When do you do it?
No, it's
I've
not
never seen you do
cheap.
it.
Like, it's not cheap.
Do they hurt?
No, it's just like kind of yucky in your mouth. I mean, you can't really talk a lot, so I would do it like when no one else was around.
Sneaks
the
it.
kids saw me do it a few times, and I was like, I'm not going to be able to talk for maybe it's only 15 minutes. No, I think it is a half hour.
Do they take advantage of that? Start misbehaving, knowing
Yeah.
that you can't.
But it's not cheap. But I guess you guys are saying that it's working, so
Yeah.
so you just do it, and it's pretty straightforward, and then hopefully you have white teeth.
I like the idea that they're pre-filled too. That makes it.
Yes,
Take
because
one
I
step out of
hate
that.
those
That's
like
right, that's right.
strips. Now
Yeah.
this is not all that different. Basically, it's little trays that have goo in them, and you're pressing them in. But the strips just like are so slimy, and I don't know. I don't like them.
And I actually have trays from many years ago, but I don't think they would fit my mouth anymore because I've done Invisalign since. I think my teeth are all in different spots. So
Yeah.
these pre-filled trays might be good. Is it like I was looking it up. It's like 2 trays, right? And then you pull one out.
Yes,
That's weird.
it's a tray with the gel sits within this thing that you just kind of go.
Oh,
and then
okay.
you pull that out, and then you take that out and throw it away.
Gotcha. All right. Well, Daniel has returned
Hi.
for the
Were we
end
just
of the
getting started?
show.
What?
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us. This was delightful.
Our pleasure. We
I
love it.
need more Andy and Elizabeth in my life, and Monica too. I've now fallen in love with her via the podcast. She's
Yeah.
so good.
She's the best.
Yeah.
Yes, we
And
love
she
her.
knows a
so
lot
much.
about armchairs.
She does. She knows the ins and outs of armchairs. No, she is like,
The coolest.
yeah, we feel very lucky to work with her. Yeah.
She is awesome. Okay. I would like to remind everyone that I am on Patreon, and Substack.
Substack.
Andy and Elizabeth, where might we find you guys? Please plug your things.
Well, I think first and foremost, Beth Stead, if people are curious. You can find that wherever you get podcasts. It's coming out weekly. So I think this will come out when episode 5 has dropped or is about to drop. And then, but if you want to binge it all, you can do that at patreon.com/BethStead. And then you can listen to our show.
Is Nobody's Listening Right? And that's at Nobody's Listening Right or wherever you get your podcasts.
Yeah.
Fabulous. Daniel?
What?
Okay. And Pete, anything you would like to mention?
I will. In-person tickets are sold out. I've been doing a series of producing a series of live readings of the Star Wars movies at Dynasty Typewriter, and
Nice.
in-person sold out. But live stream tickets are always available. Infinite ones of those. Our next one is January. So
Fabulous.
These-
go to
That's awesome.
SW Live
I've heard
Read.
these are hilarious.
Yeah, you get
some
really good
incredible guests.
cast.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
so fun.
my friend Patrick Kottner does all the casting, and he just has an amazing Rolodex and amazing kind of inner confidence to just call up famous people and be like, "Hey, you want to do this show?" And they do say yes sometimes. So
Dynasty Typewriter is the coolest theater
love it.
ever.
Yeah, it's
We
a
love
wonderful
it.
place.
It's also Vanessa Ragland's birthday today.
I met her when I was like the monologist at one of an improv group that she's in.
Oh, cool.
Right? She's in an improv group, right? With Janet Varney and Cole Stratton and
Oh, yeah,
Ian
that does ring a bell.
That does ring a
It's like-
bell,
Yeah.
like back in the day.
Camp. It has something to do with summer camp, or camp or something. Yes, back in the day.
Okay, yeah. 'Cause
yes.
now she co-runs Dynasty.
Oh, wow.
That's her spot with Jamie.
Jamie.
Yes.
With Jamie.
With Jamie. Where would we be without Vanessa and Jamie?
It would be a wasteland. I mean,
That's
it is
right.
It does fill such a need in Los Angeles theater, and they are so open to being experimental, and they're so good at finding new voices. And I remember during COVID watching, like, she was the co-host of Totally Mommy for a long time with me.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I love her so much, but she's so like kooky, and her sense of humor is so fucking weird and funny, and I love it so much. But really brought their personalities to like everything they're doing with that theater, and worked so hard. And it's not like a coincidence that this theater that was just starting survived the
Yeah.
pandemic is incredible, and it just speaks to how great they are at
Theme
making this.
park improv. That's what I was
Oh, is
trying
that
to
what
say.
it was called?
Yes. And without giving anything away, Vanessa's name comes up very briefly on Beth's dad. And I was like, what, who? So now I guess full circle now.
Yes.
All right. Thank you guys so much. Listeners, thank you for listening. I love you. You matter. Goodbye.
Hey, do you know about the Allison Rosen show? We had a good time